How do we fare? Alrighty, just made a quick little adjustment that should help. Now, opening up Pokemon here. Any second now. There we go. How's that looking? This always makes me a little nostalgic, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, previously on your quest. Took on departed the gym in Pewter City. I didn't realize this was a thing. I guess this helps. Went to Pokemon and spent $3,100 on items, including potions. This helps if you haven't played it in a long time. This is not a bad idea. Managed to get out of Mount Moon after wandering about. You make it sound like a bad thing. And Dirge saved the game on Route 4. I think I could actually get a Magikarp here real soon. Team Rocket attacked Cerulean citizens. Alright, that's the newspaper guy. Hey, sup, my shifty-looking friend. Hello there, laddie. I got a deal just for you. A Magikarp. Look at that. You'll say no, I'm only doing this as a favor to you. Yeah, I want that Magikarp. I want a fucking Gyarados. Alas, I don't have the money. So let's find ourselves a trainer to beat up, shall we? I want to get Studio and Romulus both up. Here's what we're going to do, though. Uh-oh. No, Romulus isn't prepared. Not worth. Get him, Studio. Pew pew with the water gun. The most devastating attack in the game. Leech life. Romulus gained 38 XP. Hey, you got some money. Guess that's one way to ask for a loan. Hey, you got some money? Cool. I'm gonna beat the shit out of you for it. Caterpie. Well, are there any Pokemon that I got that really need that? None more than Romulus, so... Alright, we're gonna be doing this a few times. Ah! What? God of War Caterpie, what the hell is this horseshit? Okay, trainer metapods can no tackle, so we're just gonna spam peck and wait patiently. Lovely sound, I know. Ah, so there is some justice in the world. Good boy, Romulus. I don't know, is he about to crit me a bunch more again? Yeah, no, we were at 11. That'll be more than enough. Yeah, that would have been it. Ooh. My instincts were on point. You're shitting me! And with his last hurrah, he uses String Shot. All over our face. Romulus gained not enough to level. Alright, Robbie, hand it over. Dirt's got 120 bucks, that'll do. But first I want this. We found a potium. Alright, let's go and get ourselves that Magikarp. We're really gonna need that. Ah! I want a Gyarados. I desperately want a Gyarados. And I don't think any of you could judge me for that. Ha! Eat a dick. I just realized Surge is actually going to be a bit of a problem for us. Hey, do I happen to have a Moonstone? Please? I don't. Da, 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 da. I'm surprised it actually survived. Where? Alright, I want that Magikarp now. So how are we all doing today? Welcome paid an outrageous $500 and bought a Magikarp. Do we want to give a nickname to this Magikarp? Absolutely. Let's see. Who would be a VTuber that could fit this, actually? Tell you what. Mr. Uneducated Emo has been super kind today. Why don't we have him in our mainstay team? It was placed in box 1. Hello, Mind Chest. How's it going? How's it going? You just missed the Dark Souls stream. We beat Artorias, we beat Calamite, and we beat Manus. Wait, oops, I clicked the wrong thing. Yeah, now we're onto this. Yeah, we beat him all first try, too, which was kind of nuts. I was expecting at least Calamite to mess me up a little. Alright, so... sorry, Rakataka. But yeah, it went all very well. We got ourselves the Artorias armor set. Yeah. It all went very swimmingly. I'll actually have the VOD up probably soon. I received a dono. What kind of Pokemon do I have right now? Bit of a mixed bag. We're still in the very early game. I'm trying to level up Romulus into a Nidoking. We have a Pikachu that kind of kicked my ass, and out of respect, I've had it on my team. This thing was kind of a monster. We've got a Magikarp that I should have in the front so that it levels up sooner. A Pidgey, Leorich, a VTuber that I actually found. One of the few people who are actually smart enough to know what a fucking parrying cape is! And then, of course, we've got Studio Wartortle. I ended up picking my starter through RNG. And because Studio was the first person I streamed with, well, it seemed only fitting. Yeah, no, sorry, I really appreciate when people actually know their equipment. A parrying cape is such a hard thing to use too, but it's so rewarding once you have it down. Oh, Romulus is about to evolve. Never mind. I thought he got double kick upon evolution. Never mind. I often stream retro games. Retro as in like the 8... pardon me, the 8-bit style here. Or just like older games, generally. Splash! Here we go. The most overpowered move in the game. I want... These aren't a good matchup for Studio, but I want him to get more levels. Well, there's a lot of... Okay, so... I'm sure you know, but I work in the games industry with my own company. And there's one thing that I've held ever since I started my training to be a game designer, and even a little bit before, is that most game companies just don't have integrity anymore. I value integrity above all, and complete transparency. Or at the very least as much as you can, because, you know, you can only be so transparent, right? Because, you know, it's like, oh, you want to talk about a game, but you're not going to be like, Oh yeah, by the way, here's the twist, because we wanted to be entirely transparent, right? But that's being maybe a little too hyper literal. But what I mean by integrity is... Okay, so take Shadow of the Colossus, for example. Shadow of the Colossus and Pokemon Sword and Shield. Which of those two games do you think are going to sell for another 10 years? Out of the two of them. Shadow of the Colossus is already incredibly old. Like, a ridiculously old game. But it still has a following, and it still has a lifeline, because it still sells. And, like, yeah, they did a HD remake recently, which was great, by the way, but they did that remake because it kept making money. Whereas there's a lot of games that are just there for a short, quick cash grab. I see Sword and Shield very much that way. Because whatever excuses they may come up with, like, oh, we can't model 800 Pokemon, oh, the Switch just isn't a strong system, which is bullshit, because they have The Witcher 3 on there, and much more powerful games there as well. Or games that are at least more demanding on the Switch as a whole. And on top of that, bullshit about the Pokemon modeling and animation, people do that as a hobby, and they do it quicker than they ever develop games. And Game Freak is one of the highest grossing game companies in the world. You shouldn't treat them like a small indie studio. Hell, look at Genius Sorority. The guys who did Stadium, Coliseum, Gale of Darkness, and Pokemon Battle Arena. They animated all those Pokemon. Every time. Like, they seem to actually care. The thing is, I get it. Developers have their strengths and weaknesses. Like, maybe Game Freak just doesn't know how, or rather, the producer-directors just don't know how to do a 3D game. That is understandable if that is the case. I, personally, am not good at level design. Level design and UI design, I suck. Like, I cannot... That's not something you want me to touch. I specialize in gameplay design, and... What else? There was another one. Combat design, essentially. Those are my two big things, even though I'm a director-producer myself now. But you have to work within your limits. But, okay, look, if... Limits can be broken when you have billions of dollars in your pocket, so... They were literally just being lazy with it. Like, especially when we see, like, N64 quality trees, right? And they didn't patch that because, oh, that texture was a placeholder. They patched it because people pointed it out. They were going to leave it that way. Now, here's a secret that can be transferred to other professions, such as the production of music, which is something I've also had a hand in. Sometimes you just have to say good enough. What do I mean by this? Well, let's take a game. Let's say it's a very low graphics fidelity game. Like, it's not super pretty in terms of general looks. But there's this one really amazing bush texture. You're probably gonna... Now, what are you gonna think? It's probably not gonna be, wow, that bush looks amazing. It's like, wow, this game looks garbage because look at what they can do. The same goes for the other way around. Everything looks amazing and pretty. But this one thing looks terrible. And that's usually as a result of them trying to focus too much on other things and trying to get them up to the standard they want. And they just end up running out of time or manpower. Now, for Game Freak, I don't buy that's the case. I believe it's negligence, because again, they're one of the highest grossing game companies out there. Christ, if the things I could do if I had that kind of money, you know? Like, Jeez. It's ridiculous, man. And the thing is, Sword and Shield kind of just proves to Game Freak that they really could just sell you anything. Like, okay, we didn't need all of the roster. They could have just said, hey, like, they could have done... What was it? There was a generation, I don't remember which one, that was just purely its own brand new, like, 200-something Pokemon. They could have just said, hey, we wanted to do that again. Cool! Just drop it there. Better PR, it gives people that the impression that you're looking to add a new spin to Pokemon. It's better perception. But instead they said, no, we don't have the power to animate or model that. We had to animate all those models from scratch. Which, by the way, if anybody who has working Maya or Blender, or really any 3D modeling program, has pointed out, and I've even tested this, the models are just cut from the DS. There's like almost no difference. Matter of fact, most of them are just exactly the same. They're just cut. The textures are the same too, for the most part. The exact same amount of tries and everything. So, yeah, they lied to us. So that's a lack of integrity right there on Game Freak's part. But Game Freak's not the only one. I'm not going to shit on Square Enix. They made a lot of stupid business decisions, but I think they're still just trying to do their best. Or at least I really want to think that they are. Another bit of lacking integrity would be, say, just the entirety of the mobile games industry. What I learned talking with mobile game developers and learning how to make my own mobile games, which I am, but I'm trying to avoid the scummy practices, is that almost everything is designed to turn you into what's called a converter. Now, if everyone who downloaded the game spent $2, they'd make a mint. And they do. And it's why people do it. And it's why everybody has been developing mobile games lately. It's because it is very lucrative. Because what's $2? What's $5? What's $10? Becoming a converter means that you... Basically... This is why mobile games have a lot of, like, discounted package deals at the very beginning of their... on your first login. Because you see a deal and a bunch of numbers. Their whole thing is that they want you... A converter turns you into a spender. Because once you open up your wallet once, it's much easier to open it up again. Can I paralyze the rock? I want to try that. Because everything I've got is just super effective or not effective at all. And I'm actually kind of scared that I'll kill it. Though if it keeps upping its defense like this, maybe double kick won't kill it. Okay, it doesn't affect Geodude. Alright, I wasn't sure. I had to be sure. If he's just gonna spam defense curl, then that works out for me. But yeah, it's all meant to make you a converter. And sometimes they get whales from it. I don't... Now let's just... Romulus, I'm gonna count on your double kick not killing. But yeah, I don't like how scummy it is. Another example would be just the entirety of Blizzard. Like Blizzard Entertainment. Remember when I mentioned that everyone's been putting their hand in the pot that is mobile game design? No! Damn it. Everything was going fine. Why did it have to crit? I wanted that Geodude. I'm excavating fossils. Interesting. Yeah, Blizzard kind of exposed themselves. They really showed that they just wanted to put their hand in the pot that is mobile design. But they failed to realize that their entire player base, almost unanimously, are PC gamers. See, Blizzard, after one of the smarter business decisions they did was moving Hearthstone to be a mobile game as well. But doing that, they realized that there's a lot of money to be gained in the mobile market. So they decided to try it with Diablo, and well, we already know how that went. And I'm pretty sure they delegitimized that game as an official sequel to Diablo and more as like a spin-off, but the damage has been done. I watched in real time those stocks plummet, and I considered buying because I thought that they might actually come back. However, and again, we don't talk about political stuff and all that, but I will talk about people trying to exploit the politics. Blizzard, every time Overwatch started to kind of dip under in terms of player base and how much money they were making, always did something curious. They always tried to pull a representation card, which is just disingenuous. Like, regardless of whether or not you support it, it's just disingenuous. The most notorious of this being that they decided to announce Soldier was gay when Overwatch basically hit a spike in player loss to try to get players back, and yeah, it's just not good. It's exploitative for many reasons, right? Like, the character was never even remotely implied to be gay, which you don't have to, you know, a character can just be that, but it didn't matter. It didn't matter who the character wanted to bone. It straight up doesn't. Because that's not a part of what we need to know about his character. He is shooty soldier guy. We don't need to know who he wants to bone. But then we ask, okay, well, why did Blizzard announce this? And why did they announce this now? Well, very clearly it's because they wanted to get those brownie points. Which, again, is just disingenuous. And then, of course, the people who are a part of the LGBTQ community, or at least the ones that I knew, weren't happy because they felt like they were being exploited. Because Blizzard's not the only company who does this kind of thing. It's just all very gross. And I look back at the games here in the past, you know, where we just wanted to make good games. We wanted to let people have fun. Like, yeah, of course, you need to make money with a game. Because you can't make games without money. You can't eat without money. You need to make some kind of profit. But, in my opinion, and this is going back to the whole Shadow of the Colossus versus Sword and Shield, a good game, and you can quote me on this, put this on my epitaph if I were to ever die. A good game will sell for decades. A bad game, no matter how good the marketing, will sell for a year at most. Now, most of these companies clearly chose the quicker, bigger buck. However, they will not nearly make as much as if their game had sold for years, tens, maybe, like, even if it's just 5 years. This is why Nintendo has been bringing back older games to their consoles. They realize there is a market for the older games because, well, one is nostalgia. Straight up, nostalgia is a factor. And it's a very real factor. It's why Luigi's Mansion 3 got made and designed the way it was, because people didn't like 2, but people thought that, or Nintendo thought people didn't like 2 because people didn't like Luigi's Mansion. They just didn't like Luigi's Mansion 2 because of the stupid design choices. Like, people preferred the portrait ghosts over the weird mascot ghosts. I'm gonna actually go back. I don't have Repel. Well, this is gonna be a long one. Oh! I want that. Where was I? It's why... I don't know, man. There's just a lot to it. Games back then, people made because they actually wanted people to have fun, while also making a profit. People these days, I'm finding, just want to make a game for profit. There's no fun in there. Look at Neil Druckmann, Last of Us 2. King example of a lacking integrity in the games community. Or, in at least Naughty Dog, games development. I stand with Reggie Fils-Aimé. If it's not fun, what's the fucking point? If we're not supposed to have fun, then why are we fucking here? Oh, you want to tell an interesting story? Cool. You can do that through a fucking book or a movie. Games are fun. They are meant to be fun. You want to make your players miserable? Cool. But we all know why you do what you do, Neil. And it's not because you wanted to tell an artsy story, it's because you wanted brownie points and a quick buck. All the fake game awards in the world aren't going to hide the fact that you're a terrible director, too. I've heard the stories of what you did to your team, Neil. Now, I'm not exactly the best director in the world either. I'm very green. Like, my company only started this year. But I'm never going to abuse my workers. Never, ever will that happen. A fun game needs a... Well, it doesn't need a good story, but if you want a story, you need to have it solid. Like, Pokemon here barely has a story. But it's solid. It's suspension of disbelief. We're going to... Sure. It's suspension of disbelief, right? The core point of a story, particularly in fantasy, is to sell you the world of the fantasy. So, the story in Pokemon isn't here to tell a grand adventure. It's here to sell the world of Pokemon. And I don't mean literal sell like money exchange. I mean like, they want you invested in this world. Each of these little Pokemon are a character that they want you to buy into. And they chose just the right amount of story. And to be fair, a lot of that was technical limitations. There was only so much you could fit in on the original Game Boy. I started with the Game Boy Color, personally. I always prefer games with more of a story, though. But, yeah. Too much story can also be a bit of an issue. Metal Gear is actually really lucky that they have an established fan base. Otherwise, people wouldn't be willing to sit through hours of cutscene. And I don't mean like hours total, I mean a literal hour-long cutscene. But we do it because we like Hideo Kojima, we like Metal Gear, and yeah, we knew what we were in for by Game 4. I don't know. There's just a lot of shit that wouldn't work nowadays. But yeah, that's my stance. A good game sells for longer is better than a game that just sells for a big immediate now, but people will never think about again after like a couple months. It's why people are still playing Smash Ultimate and get excited whenever there's a new character, but I haven't seen any hype for any Sword and Shield DLC. And that's another fucking thing about it. Okay, so this is a whole new rant. DLC. Look, it can be good. It can add to a game. But that's the thing. It needs to add to the game. It doesn't need to complete the game. It needs to be additional content, not the rest of the content. Look, development cycles are hard. I've made a grand total of, counting released games only, maybe 2 or 3. Both of which I've been producers on. One of them was a solo. Make that 3 if we count the choose your own adventure story that I wrote, which is technically a game. It's look, a development cycle sucks. Sometimes you need to delay the game. Or maybe just sometimes shit doesn't work out. But, and I'm surprised people don't call this out more, but when you sell the rest of the game as DLC, I thought that might have been super effective. So it's effective against rock but not ground. Well, good to know. Where was I? Like, people called out Ashura's Wrath because the actual ending of the game was locked behind DLC. I don't know why people haven't called out every other game going on right now for having the rest of the game be hidden behind DLC. Now, if they wanted to add more, say FromSoft, adding on the Artorias of the Abyss DLC, because that does it integrates well enough into the base game to where I feel like it was always there. You don't need the DLC to get the full experience of the game. And that's the key thing. The DLC isn't needed, nor was it planned from the start. And it pisses me off to no end whenever I see a game announce its DLC before it is even released. Just, oh yeah, freaking, you'll buy it anyway. Fucking. People need to speak more with their wallets. Like, there have been people who, like me, have ranted about Sword and Shield being just kind of terrible. Like, not even just technically. And they've still bought the game and its DLCs. Yeah, you bought the game, which tells Game Freak you want more of this. So, in the name of transparency, I started this, like, I'm planning to play all the core Pokemon that I can play. I don't have a capture card, so I can only play so much. But I did this because I genuinely wanted to play, like, Coliseum for you guys, but I wanted to give context. Coliseum, to me, is the best Pokemon game. Now, I'm sure there's a spin-off that I don't know about that would probably blow that opinion out of the water. And again, this comes down to personal taste, but in my taste, Coliseum is the best Pokemon. Why? Well, it's challenging. The creators actually gave a shit about the game because they actually animated it. There's actually, speaking of good story, they do a very minimalist story, but it's done well. The core concept alone is enough to carry it. What was this again, a Zubat? I got up to shift a bit. Okay. Go, Hayate. Like, okay, the core concept of Coliseum, if you don't know, is you are a member of Team Snag'em. Think like this world version of Team Rocket. They are more like road bandits than they are like a mafia. You play as a character whose default name is Wes. You literally start off the game, the very first cutscene of the game, by blowing up the Team Snag'em hideout and stealing something called a snag machine, which is an item that allows you to catch other people's Pokemon. And so after blowing up the base and taking it and running off, you blow it up again for good measure. And then you ride off on this weird motorcycle thing. Oh yeah, and you have your Umbreon and you have your Espeon riding coach with you. Like, just the way it's presented is such a novel thing. it's... And on top of that, so now you have a snag machine, now you know how to fight. Because you do like a little... You have a very easy beginning fight. Because the entire game is... double battles. Very soon, you find out what shadow Pokemon are. Watch him. Watch who? The Geodude? Oh, the poison will kill. Yeah, the poison's gonna kill him. And so, you find out what shadow Pokemon are. They're Pokemon that have basically had the quote-unquote doors to their hearts sealed. Which basically turns them into kind of like the roosters that go into cockfights. Or just killing machines. And we actually actively see this because the first one we encounter, a Makuhita, actually attacks us physically. Like, it punches us in the middle of a battle. And now, we have to use the snake machine to capture the shadow Pokemon and purify them. How do we purify them? We battle with them, we carry them with us, we take care of them. But shadow Pokemon won't level up until they've become purified. And that's where the core challenge of the game comes in. The game is hard if you actually want to catch the Pokemon. Because the point of Colosseum was it was meant to be a tie-in to Emerald, I believe. Yeah, it was meant to be a tie-in to Emerald. Because there was a lot of Gen 2 Pokemon you couldn't catch in Gen 3. So Colosseum was meant to be a tie-in game. Like, this is what the producers basically asked Genius already to do. They wanted to make a tie-in game where players could catch the Gen 2 Pokemon that weren't available in Emerald so that they could transfer their Pokemon from this yet unnamed game to their Game Boys. They could have done anything. And they chose to go ham, and I love it. What was I gonna say? I was kind of hoping to find a Moonstone. Yeah, no. Because now you're fighting double battles. All Shadow Pokemon know a move called Shadow Rush, which is rough. Especially for us, because it deals recoil damage. It deals recoil. I'm gonna try. I want a Geodude too, man. If I could trade, I'd get Golem as soon as I could. We're gonna play the long game with this one. That Geodude high defense coming in handy for me. There we go. I'm going to consider yellow good. Because if I crit, it ignores his defense. So yeah, you're trying to do a double battle. Rocky? It's female, though. No. We can be a little more creative than Rocky. I mean, we could be a little more creative than the Star Wars comic writers, who literally had a rock character they named Rocky. Speaking of losing integrity. Anyway, rock solid. Solid, who's rock solid? Female, rock. James Charles, Rinda? You know what? I like that one, actually. Yeah, let's go Rinda. Kind of reminds me of Shinda a little, but it's a Geodude. It's probably going to die a lot. Oh, look at that. A new friend. Alright, Studio. Go and flex a little. Catcher? What, this Geodude? This one's male, though. And... No. We've already got one that we're probably not going to use. No. Why? Because I'm probably not going to use it. Uh-oh, my laptop is not connected to the internet anymore for some reason. Come on. There we go. Alrighty. Then we keep going. By the way, who donated $20 for hand trackers? I'm a streamer that I met a couple of days ago through Logan. He actually reminds me of a really old friend of mine. He's very crass, but he's cool. Yeah. Yeah, it was emo. There's quick attack. Wapow. I need to get me one of those mic stands at some point as well. Because right now my microphone is just kind of standing on my desk. And it can very much hear all the keyboard sounds I make. Even though my keyboard is meant to be a quiet membrane keyboard. Oh, we're up to 5 viewers right now. Nice. Well, I hope you get your goal and stuff.
What's the matter, my chest? Do you not like this? I can show you some things. I can show you how to be a real Pokemon master.
Whoa, who said anything about it being gay? God, why am I just reminded of that Kratos vs. Elsa cartoon? You failed the test. That was a hate crime. You're a homophobe. You are clearly not ready. Shoot her in the gay. Father, where is the gay? That was silly cartoon. That's it. I suppose I did go on a rant about a lot of games that I thought lack, or I do believe lack integrity. So why don't I give a bit of a shout out to games that I do believe have integrity. These would be games like, in my opinion, Monster Hunter World, Monster Hunter World, Persona 5. What else? Risk of Rain. Risk of Rain specifically. Terraria. Why do I throw him in first? Because he gets half XP. So, the experience gained is half for every Pokemon you swap into. So, this is about the only way I can level up Magikarp without the XP share right now, until he gets Tackle. So we throw him in first. Then... Flying beats poison, I think, right? Why I named Aaron? Because I wanted to give thanks to somebody. Aha. And I wanted to show my thanks by having him be my eventual Gyarados. Nope, not super effective, but effective enough. Yep, to the non-fish, Aaron. And I mean, I guess the joke can be like, oh, haha, he's a useless fish. But when he becomes a Gyarados... I don't know if he'll be my primary. What? I can't catch it. This isn't... This is a player... Or not a player. This is a trainer Pokemon. So you are good. Why is it purple? Because it's an Ekans? Bruh. I don't know. Ah, super effective. Wow. Oh, come on. That was just a tease. Hey, buddy. Oh, you're just a kid. No, I'm a squid, thank you. Splatoon, that's another one that I'd say is a game with integrity. 3 Houses has some integrity, though I think the DLC is actually not the greatest. Be careful, you don't want to catch HIV. Another Geodude. Oh me, oh my. I always feel like I just got right out of bed. So yeah, next level should be Romulus's evolution. Animation. Being nice in stream, but thinking of how to get it. Well, you see, if I wanted somebody dead, I'd just do it myself. I was a merc, man. I think I've told you how I got the nickname Bloodraven. And you're welcome in Germany. I do want to visit there sometime. From my period? I don't think I'm from the past. That's just from another world. Oh, no. Really? Really? No, it's when I beat a lord to death with 2 shields. It was a dead or alive contract, and he clearly wanted it to be dead, so... You got a shield on each arm, covered in blood, and suddenly people start calling you the Bloodraven. Although, in my defense, the guy did say some rather unlordly things. Things that'd make it a little more worth, or a lot more rewarding to take the dead away. But that's best left in the past. Wait, oh my god, this bastard's using bind. Man, I'm glad I'm playing Fire Red, because otherwise we'd be here for a fucking hour! If I ever play Stadium and I get hit by bind, you're gonna see just how terrible bind used to be. Because back then, when we'd be hit by bind, both parties would be kind of bound in a way. The enemy would only be able to use bind, which did tiny bits of damage, and the person hit by bind wouldn't be able to move at all. It was terrible. Pardon my yawning. How tall am I? I'm... 1 second. Let me just stand up. Where's that tape measure? Go. There you are. Alright, let's see. About 6'4". Give or take, anyway. I know measuring yourself isn't the most accurate thing. Aaron grew to 11. Nice. Shocked again. Really? When does Romulus evolve then? 6'4". That's what? There's a Moonstone. Oh, you want it to be converted? Converted into what? Centimeters? Alright, fine. That's 76 inches, or I'm assuming 100 or 193 centimeters. I don't know. don't know. My tape measure just has feet and meters for the most part. Well, let me just... Foot 4 in centimeters. Yeah, no, about 193 centimeters. Yeah, that's my height. Roughly, anyway. Oh, ha, 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 ha.
It's a very strong word. I wouldn't use the word hate.
Oh, what's this? Is this another moonstone? Now it's a revive. Interesting. So it's gotta be 16 then. That, Romulus will evolve. Do I have tackle yet? Son of a bitch.
You are free to think whatever you want to think, dear Mind Chest.
Dang it. Ophelia came here earlier and made me hungry for pizza. How many revives do I have? Be honest, did you notice that I always say hello with a W? I do notice that. Half the time I assume it's a typo, though. Drink, Romulus, and grow tall, for you will make Rome. Little kids shouldn't be messing with grown-ups. It could be bad news. I could be bad news. Oh, man. Jack, hey! Welcome back to the stream. How have you been? Feels like it's been a while. And again, this week's just been going real slow for me. My headphones broke the other day. So, did you hear that? The shelling broke. Well, because of this world's lack of ether, I'm sleepy almost all the time as a result. But yeah, I can't afford new headphones yet, so we're just gonna have to deal with these broken headphones for a while. They aren't making me bleed, so... Ooh, Mind Chest, you gotta guess. Eh. Hopefully that's the only side effect of not being able to breathe in any ether. Wait, why did I switch into Romulus? The studio needs more XP. What am I doing? Dude, just confess. Tell him how you really feel. Go on, just do it, man. Right. Jack, you're the one with the world of where dreams are kind of almost like a disaster of sorts. Yeah, I'm kind of hungry too. I learned my microphone has been picking up the, my stomach growling, which has always been which is a bit awkward. Six, 6, 6, the number of the beast. God, I don't even remember what song that is. I just remember that line. Oh, we're up to 7. Hello, everybody. Oh! Hello. Hello. Studio can whittle them down with bubble and tackle. Probably just tackle should do it, right? Well, even better with the attack being lowered. Let's just hope it's not a crit. Oh, you son of a bitch. Studio, hey! Wake up! I clapped at the same time as the encore. Boca made Logan brownies? Ew. I mean, whatever fills your stomach, I suppose. No! Son of a bitch! Why? That's twice now! Logan's live? No, that's good to know. I never get notified when he's on, which has kind of been annoying me. Because I've been intending to go to his streams and say hello. That said, he also tends to stream when I'm streaming as well, so that makes it a little hard to come on over and say hey. I'm strong? I mean, I'd like to think I am. I don't know, man. I could lift about 500, but that's... well, that's the largest sample size I could get my hands on. Although, I did lose a... This pandemic has made it really hard to keep in shape. True. You eat healthy, you eat hearty. You never know when your next meal is going to be your last. And of course, you need the energy. Don't what, dear Jack?
We, Team Rocket, shall find all the fossils. Reviving Pokemon from them will earn us huge riches.
I sometimes. The others don't eat a lot. Oh, I see. Oh, don't. You don't eat a lot. I see, I see. I want her to get more XP, but I want also Ramos to get more Goldo from DPC.
Vegeta! You've always made fun of me! But now... Now you'll be... Now you'll be the one forced to eat dog treats! I don't remember how his voice sounds like. I only eat bread because we don't have meat or anything. Oh, that sucks. I like meat. It's like my favorite. Especially like roast on an open fire. Was that Hyper Fang? This motherfucker knew Hyper Fang! Looks like 69? Or look at 69, what? What? Nani? I mean, Sean Schemmel's got a very basic hero voice where it's just, hey guys, how's it going? That's kind of, he's just doing that. An easier voice, funny enough, for me to imitate would probably be Berta! Blue Hurricane! I don't know. Those type of voices tend to be a little easier for me to do. Whoa. No, I'm Guldo. Nobody wants to be fucking Guldo. Like, he has a neat and novel power, but nobody wants to be fucking Guldo. Oh my god! Did you know that Goku's master, I don't know how to write his name, died? Master Roshi? Well, I mean, Roshi's died many times in this series. Are we talking like his actual voice actor died? Stop! I found these fossils. They're both mine! That, to be fair, I think every character in DBZ... His voice actor passed away? Aww. That's a shame, man. We lost original Bulma, we lost Roshi. It's crazy, man. The people who entertained us as kids are passing on. It is certainly heartbreaking. Well, one of my goals in life is to find the secret of immortality. So hopefully that won't always be the case. But yes, nobody lives forever. You know, it doesn't feel like it was all that long ago I was watching Super and watching Roshi kick ass in the tournament. Well, We'll have to remember him best we can, eh? No, business-wise, this does also mean now that Toei is obligated now to retire Roshi as a character. Because with how voice acting in Japan is taken much more seriously than voice acting here in North America. Ouch. Okay, not enough to justify it. Understandable. I don't know if he has a thunder move, though. When a character dies, they retire the character with them. So either Roshi's gonna die in show, or he's going to just never be talked about again. It actually wouldn't surprise me too much if Super never just got a continuation because of this. Because they've also lost Bulma. It's why there haven't been any Metal Gear games that have featured the Colonel in any capacity. Yeah, if the actor dies, the character dies. Because the original voice actor for the Colonel has passed as well. It's why in Smash Ultimate, the Brawl dialogue is still there for Snake, but it hasn't been updated. So it's just the same from Brawl. Which makes it really awkward when you do the codec for Sonic. We're getting close. We're getting close. On one hand, I get it. But on the other hand, you know, we were just talking about how we liked good story. I would like to see the stories complete. I'm just not opening it up a whole lot.
You know, I can talk with my lips almost all the way shut.
Ventriloquism, my friend. The greater question is, how can I make popping noises with my mouth open? I'm eventually gonna see one of those like cat popping memes. It's just gonna be me going. Help me, my cat is here. This time on Dragon's Ball Pay. Virginia was acting the Mickey. Guko and Christian Stewart must fight. I hope they don't hit each other too hard. I love classic Oni. Oni cartoons was amazing. I can quote that entire video from start to finish. Don't forget about Zekai. Dragon, rock the dragon, Dragon Ball Z. Man, Dragon Ball had a lot of weird intros. Step into the Grand Tour, what was it? Yeah, Grand Tour, Dragon Ball GT. Alright, guys, so here's the question. We have a choice ahead of us. Do we want the Helix fossil? Or do we want the Dome fossil? My fate is in your hands. I'm seeing Dome. Going once. Yeah, okay, it's unanimous Dome. Then this fossil's mine. I'll fight you for that other fossil. They do research on regenerating fossils in Cinnabar. Good to know. DBZ was much better. I prefer Z-Kai because there's a lot of Z that is just fat. Like, storytelling fat. You trim that, like, you need to trim that, essentially. Because there's just a lot of nonsense that means nothing and does nothing. Never comes back. I mean, no, I mean like the 50 episode Frieza fight, for example. And I think I counted, it was roughly 50 episodes, give or take. It's been a couple years. And my god, there was literally an episode where they stood there staring at each other, recapping the fight they just had. And that was the entire episode. Of mastered ultra interest. Goku becomes a banker. He's mastered ultra interest charges. Wow, Vegeta, you've been ordering a lot of skip the dishes. Unfortunately, you went over, so we're gonna have to charge you interest. But no. God, how did I remember how Dragon Ball Z abridged Vegeta sounds, but I don't remember how base Vegeta sounds. Okay, I remember like Oceanic Vegeta, where it's just where he talks like this, but then there's the other stream where BBZA is just like Kakarot, almost. Then again, that's just Lanny like talking with his mouth wide open for the most part. Ugh. Fuck, what was it? Ever think of acting? A lot. I do voice acting as a hobby. And I am sort of trained as an actor. Ah, yes, good old SSJSS, the dumbest name ever. Well, it was originally blue in fucking Japan. I don't know why they changed it to Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan. But you know what? I kind of take the same stance. I know TFS said this as well, but I take the same stance. It would have been better if they just called Super Saiyan God just Saiyan God. That way, when they get to Super Saiyan Blue, that way that could be Super Saiyan God. It would be so much more streamlined that way. Oh well. Although, for as much as I shit on things like Super sometimes, there's a lot of things in Super I liked. Like that final fight with Hit and Frieza together is just so good! What about Super Saiyan God? Like just the base red form, or the base red form? It was neat when we saw it in the movie. but it just becomes another transformation to add to the list. It gets kind of wasted, unfortunately. I mean, Jiren kind of transforms in the Frieza sense. Like, he does the whole, like, I need to buff myself to go full power. Extra muscle. Yeah, base Red, it's kind of wasted, in my opinion. There's a lot they could have done with it, but they didn't. Here's another choice we have to make. A punch of roaring ferocity, packed with destructive power. When the chips are down, Mega Punch is the ultimate attack. You agree, yeah? No, let me teach you your Pokemon. You'll be back when you understand the worth of Mega Punch. Or a kick of brutal ferocity, packed with destructive power. When you get right down to it, yeah, it's the same thing. Kick or punch? Mega Kick is a little weaker, but it hits more consistently. Mega Punch is more likely to miss, but if it hits, it hurts. I mean, Ultra Instinct... Okay, so there was a theory about Super Saiyan colors being correlated with chakras, and that turned out to be kind of true. The idea was that Ultra Instinct would be into, like, the light, which we kind of got agreed, or got confirmed, rather. I like the idea of Ultra Instinct Sign, or whatever they call it, the one where he's not full mastered. I like that one actually better than actual... Yeah, 17 was the MVP of the tournament. Honestly, I did not expect to like his character as much as I did. But, we still need to decide, kick or punch. What do you guys want? Also, so, I like Ultra Instinct Sign better because it's more interesting. So, here's a tip if you guys ever want to do writing. If you're doing a power system, the most interesting powers are the ones with drawbacks. So, for example, think an ultimate technique. Think base Dragon Ball, the Shinki Koho. It taxes the body so much it may well kill you. But my god, it obliterated the entire arena of the 21st Tenkaichi, or whatever the fuck it was called. Budokai Tenkaichi. Alright, I'm just gonna flip a coin then. Where's my jacket with the coins? Ugh. Nope, no coins. Where is it at? I knew I saw one just a bit ago. Fuck it. So, the ones with drawbacks are the most interesting. Super Saiyan, or sorry, not Super Saiyan, Ultra Instinct Sign is a drawback. It is almost perfect defense, but your offense is very weak. I think that's a really good... Hold up, we can actually... Okay, no. Okay, let's think. We can add some fighting move coverage to Studio. But he's probably going to be our candidate for Surf. It's going to be that or the Gyarados. Studio's going to need Hydro Pump, for sure. But what else? Hydro Pump, possible Surf. He needs coverage. But I think there's more reliable coverage out there than Mega Punch. But having it on a... Yeah, no, having it on him wouldn't be a good idea, actually. Because while it's coverage, I believe water is special, not physical. It's like fire, right?
Or am I wrong on this? Pikachu is also wouldn't be a good candidate in that instance either, then. Shit. And let's face it, I'm not going to have Leo Rich forever. Because as soon as I can get my hands on a Rhyhorn, I'm definitely going to take it. Which means we're definitely going to hit the Safari Zone. Alright, well, we'll pass on these for now then. We'll be back, maybe. Maybe. I mean, even the god, yeah, even, well, Ultra Instinct so far has been one of the more interesting transformations just because of the build-up to it. It seems like there's actually more lore to it other than just being a step up. But, realistically speaking, we already know it's just going to end up being another transformation of the week. Which sucks. Which Pokemon do I want to get here? In this area? I don't remember what Pokemon are in this area. If I can get a Sandshrew, that'd be cool. Could help trivialize Surge. I think we can get that in this area. In the game? Preferably I would love to get my hands on a Rhyhorn, because Rhydon is one of my favorite Pokemon. I don't know if I'll use a Snorlax, because I already have the Rhydon. Kangaskhan, for as good as it is, I probably won't use. And I still have to decide what I need to do with my evolution. I have a Pikachu, which can turn into a pretty good Raichu. So, Jolteon may not be super necessary. Our starter is Wartortle, or sorry, it was Squirtle, so Vaporeon, for as good as it is not on the table so much either. And I personally am just not a big fan of Flareon. But those are our three options. I'm not going to catch every Pokemon I see, man. I'm going to catch all the ones I haven't already caught. Shit. We need a flyer, though. I don't know if Gyarados can learn fly. I don't think he can. Whoa, whoa, when I wasn't looking, we jumped up to 8. Whoa. Hello, everybody. Thanks for coming to hang out with me. I think I needed something a little more grandiose, by the way, for my donation thing, because right now it's just a very short sound effect, and it doesn't carry any weight to it, and that kind of bugs me. I don't know, feedback loops are a thing I gotta think about with gameplay design, right? It's never been my greatest strength, but it's one that I want to work on. Are we close to the Eevee? No, we're not. We're close to Bill, though. Which means we have a rival fight coming up shortly. I want to see... I want to level Romulus to 16. Because I'm going to need him. Not for the rival. The rival's gonna... He's gonna be interesting. Let's see, I'm assuming he's got an Ivysaur by this point, right? Nidoking gets destroyed by Ivysaur. So does my Wartortle. The Ivysaur and the Pidgeot, or Pidgeotto rather, are going to be the biggest annoyances. Happy to chat with you. I don't have a verified email, so I can't chat with other streamers, but here I can.
Oh, interesting. Well, I'm glad that we can talk. Ugh. Man, I am just stretching everywhere today. Fighting isn't effective, right? Like, it's weak. Oh, never mind, I was wrong. That Spearow's peck actually hurt a lot. Like, way more than I expected, holy. I might just do pure... Verified chat. No, I won't do that. I don't even think I'd do slow mode unless things got really bad. I don't think I'll ever do a follower only kind of deal either unless I somehow run into a string of just gross shit. But in that case, I would just start like making people mods. Because I know some people have asked for it. Perfect. Oh hey, speaking of really annoying moves in Gen 1, Wrap is similar to Bind in this instance. Man, if I ever play Coliseum, we're gonna suffer from Bind and Wrap. Perfect. Very common sight in the grasslands. It flicks its tongue in and out to sense danger in its surroundings. Tell you what. Hello. Mine chest. You got ice cream and Pepsi and... That's an interesting mix. What, you don't want to be the Ekans? But you have Intimidate as your skill, man. Fine then, it's Jack now. Jack with all of his nightmare shit, now he's got the Intimidate skill. Well, my phone likes to let me know when Boca's streaming for some reason, but not Logan. Ah! It's just not enough XP. Cerulean, this is the place of the water gym, right? I think Romulus is just a pure poison right now, so water wouldn't be super effective. Bruh. No, Mind Chest, you had your chance. Now you're gonna be whatever Pokemon I deem so next. Yep, Misty. Hey. I'm first up, let's do it. I thought you'd never ask. Nope. You had your chance. Yeah, it's a big old nope. was not good at all. So this shouldn't be super effective, right? We don't have ground typing yet, right? Yeah, okay. My speed fell! No! Alright, now crit for me, darling. There we go. And there we go. Double crit. Lovely. Level Romulus. Take your place on the throne. Damn it! Fine. I've really got to go to the bathroom after this fight. Ouch, that hurt. Good night. There it is. Massacre! There it is. Romulus is evolving. There we go. That's what I wanted to see. And we're going to do this right away. There we go. That is what I want to see. Of course I'm happy the king is here. Heh. I want to quickly check what I've got in here. Okay, nothing worth noting. I want a Bellsprout at some point as well. Because I really want a Victory Bell. But I need to hit the bathroom, so I'll be right back. Just kiss already. Then dispense with the small talk and just smooch. Just blah, 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 blah.
Do it. Come on, I know you want to. It's okay, I believe in you. Dude, just say it. Tell him how you feel.
And there's the annoying red text. Okay. Yo, Dirge! Oh, hold up. I have to say it in his voice. You're still struggling along back here? I'm doing great. I caught a bunch of strong and smart Pokémon. Here, let me see what you caught. I said how you feel. If that's how you feel, well, I'm sorry. And there's the Pidgeotto. Go, Aaron. Actually, I hope Pidgeotto just doesn't kill the Hayate here. Is this some kind of kink that I don't know about here, chest? Because I'm not for it. Ow. Okay. This should hurt a lot. Not enough to justify. But we can hope that he gets paralysis. Yeah! Paralysis. One more. Nope. Ah! Hayate, you monster. You guys keep telling yourselves that. People keep trying to guess as to who I want to, like, be with. I made the joke that it was Logan to bug him. And then people started saying it was Boca, and now people are saying it's Ophelia. I don't think it'll end. He's about to use Abra. Let's keep him in. Fuck him up. Oh, his Abra only knows teleport. I see. Hey, so I didn't mention that I had Automod, don't I? Or didn't I? I don't have mods, but I have Automod. So it caught your last message, and I see it. And no, I don't think that's how that works. Man, why are people so interested in knowing who I want to sleep with? It seems like such useless information to me. Oh, ha! This poor boy's still stuck on Bulbasaur. Oh, he's being mean. To be fair, I'd do the same thing to him. Level 18 Bulbasaur, right? Are they not one and the same? Especially with how people behave in this realm, one would think they are the same. I'm fine sacking Sakai if that's what it comes to. Yeah, they're not one and the same. Unless we're talking familial love, of course, in which case, then yeah, that wouldn't be the same. Then again, I wouldn't exactly know familial love either. Although... no, I wouldn't count that as familial. We're just gonna have to try Romulus. Yep, here's the sleep powder. Mind Chest, what are you doing today? Why are you doing this? You should know by now that I don't fall for provocation easy. Hey, take it easy. You won already. Nidoking, use Peck on Logan. Since you're using his system, you should thank him. Well, I better get rolling. Smell you later. Oh yeah, right. I feel sorry for you. No, really. You're always plotting behind me. So here, I'll give you a little present as a favor. A fame checker. I think that's specifically for Fire Red. A chatty little gossip like you? That thing's perfect. I don't mind because I don't give a hoot about others. Alright, this time I really am gone. Smell ya. Why are you guys talking about the gay here? Ladies, ladies, settle down. There's enough of me to go around. Look, I'm on screen here. You've each got a piece of me. Because screaming equals comedy! Da da da. Alrighty, let's go and play. I'll scream at you as much as I need to! Don't make Daddy bring out the belt, mine chest. Fucking bet! Where's my belt? Where's my belt? Fuck it, I'll take a Keyblade. You wanna test me? You wanna test me? Fucking headphones are caught. Damn it. Don't test me. I've got a Keyblade and I know how to use it. Fuck. And I'm putting the Keyblade away for now. Anyway. Let's get Sakai up. For general grinding, though, we're gonna start switching to... Probably switching to Studio more. I want to get him to at least 25. Mine chests. I told you I don't fall for provocation, but do be careful. You were just talking about how happy you were to chat with me. Wouldn't it be a shame if that capability was stripped from you? Oh, I've done it before, and I've done it for less. You wouldn't want a chat ban, would you? I've got my finger on the trigger. I could do it. And it would delete all the messages you posted up to this point. It would all be gone. Like I said, Mine Chest, don't make Daddy bring out the belt. Alright, we're gonna swap good old... Alright, no, we still want Aaron to get levels. We're gonna be just swapping into Studio more, though. I'm second. Now it's serious. Cool. I have many swords and armor. Guns don't exactly scare me. Then again, what with all my training and such? What do you mean, watch yourself? You act like as though I haven't disarmed a man who pointed a gun at me. True story, by the way. And it got me fired from a 7-Eleven because 7-Eleven doesn't want you to actually disarm robbers. They just want you to comply. Ah, but you see, do you have a gunblade? I feel like you're all just trying to pick a fight with me. Yeah, let's go rum.
Absorb. Foo. Right, I can get an Oddish in this area, but I still really want a Bellsprout. Man, Aaron's starting to get XP a lot slower, and that's kind of bugging me. Oh, whoops, I swapped to the wrong person. Oh, wow. Vine Whip. Mind Chest, what have you done? You have slain Jack. You are now the Jack Ripper. I didn't do anything. You're the one who decided to eat him. Hey man, how's it going? What, well, Mind Chest? You're the one who told me you wanted to swallow him whole. You're the one who said you wanted to be one with him. Progress is slow today. That said, at least we made it through the dang cave. What? You ear? What do I eat? I don't know, thinking about what I ate back home. Striped apples. If we were desperate, maybe we'd eat a good old poppet, I guess. Just roast them on a fire, but they're small, they don't normally feed you long. But their meat is really tender. Yeah, no. Not a whole lot to complain about. My favorite really is the striped apple, though. You're alive again. I'm so sorry. My back is life! Ah! Wait, hold up. Did I actually heal? I don't think I heard the thing. Yeah, no, I didn't. Yeah, Jack, how could you make fun of us? I make fun of you? No, I would never, ever make fun of you. Whoa, hey, Mind Chest, no ERP here, please. This is your first and only warning about ERP. Not here. Which one was that again? Okay, yeah. You too, Jack. No erotic roleplay. Oh, when I cracked my knuckles? Yeah, sure. I could do it again. Hey, would you like to hear my neck? Gotta take my headphones off for this one. Ready? I'm gonna pick you up. I'm gonna put you right up to my neck. Hello. There we go. How's about my elbows? Ah, good stretch. I could also do my back, but I did that earlier today already, because I needed to stretch. Whenever you misbehave, Mind Chest, I'm gonna crack a part of me. Instead of bonking you with a keyblade, I'm gonna just bonk you with breaking bones. Do 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 do. There we go. Are you nice and comfortable again? I so hope you're comfy. Hey man, I'm not the one who's trying to ERP here. Don't put your words in my mouth, thank you. I might have to dislocate my shoulder in order to stretch it. Ah! How am I the pervious? You're the guys who keep trying to ask about my sexuality. I just want to play video games. Okay, I'm number 5. I'll stomp you. You can try. I already have the rat. His name is Rakataka. It's a Mankey, right? So this should be fine. So long as he doesn't have low kick, we should be fine. Yeah, of course he goes for Fury Swipes. It's alright, I have plans for Mind Chest. Ah! Hey, remember what I said I hoped he didn't have low kick? Whoa, too much. What plans? Don't you worry about it. The Blood Raven is ever so generous. It's for his compatriots. I wonder if we'll actually reach our hand tracker goal. That'd be pretty nuts. Oh, hold up. Yeah, just hold up. Congratulations, you beat our 5 contest trainers. You just earned a fabulous prize. Here's a gold nugget. By the way, how would you like to join Team Rocket? We're a group of professional criminals specializing in Pokemon. Want to join us? Are you sure? Come on, join us. Like, he's not giving me any time to answer. It's just like, would you like to join us? Come on, join us. So, hey, come on, I'm telling you to join. Okay, you need convincing. I'll make you an offer you can't refuse. Hold up. I've got the perfect thing. Okay, ready? You ready for it? I'll make you an offer you can't refuse. And then we call the police. My face is bleeding again. Wonderful. Yep. Health thing, doctors suck. Or at least the doctors that I went to. Oh well. They're better than the cracks that I knew. Well, that's not fair, actually. I knew one Kyurujin who really did work miracles, what with his healing hands. Honestly, he was quite the miracle in of himself. We really would have lost half our number if he wasn't there to keep us alive. Goes to show the importance of a combat medic, eh? Alright, I know withdraw is like meh, but bubble is like the most meh thing I've got. I lost 2 viewers. Wait, was I at 8? Because it says I've been at 6 for a while. Then again, I try not to look at the viewer count often. I like peek at it every once in a while. I'm trying my best to follow Taka's advice. Because I asked Takahata for some advice really early before I got my model. And I'm just doing my best to stay true to that. Yep, Balka's live. My phone is kind enough to let me know when she goes live. And I wish I could find out why it wasn't telling me when Logan goes live. We're only going to be streaming for about another 25 minutes, so... Actually, hold up. If she's still streaming in 25 minutes by the time we're done, let's raid. Let's like raid her. Let's do it. Yeah, I do plan to get a Pokemon. Don't tell her I said that. We're gonna have that be our raid message. When we go and raid her, we're gonna shout Pokemon. Don't say it. Don't say it. We're gonna do it when we raid. Okay?
But yeah, I do plan to get a Pokemon to name Boca, but we're not going to get that for a while yet. With your ability, you'd become a top leader in Team Rocket. Come on, think of the opportunity. Don't let this chance go to waste. With my ability, huh? You Pevi? A Boca model? Huh? I'm sorry, Sleepy, but I think that one's going over my head a bit. I don't understand. You're telling what? What, are you gonna spoil the raid? That'd be boring. Come on, man. A surprise isn't fun if they see it coming. Welcome back, Mine Chest. How's it going? A Boca model? No, I said we're gonna say Pokemon, and I wanted to get a Pokemon and name it Boca, but we're not gonna get that one for a while. Because, of course, the only Pokemon we would name after Boca would have to be a dragon type, right? It wouldn't make sense otherwise. Glurak? No idea what that is. Aaron learned Tackle! Yeah, he can start training himself now! I thought not. Dirge got 280. Oh, I see. It's probably going to be Dratini, is what I'm thinking. The enemies here are all grass type. A fire dragon? Moltres? No, but the 3 birds aren't in this game, I believe. If you're talking Charizard, that's a starter, and we don't have that. Plus, he's technically not dragon type. You know, we're probably gonna go Dratini to Dragonair. With that needed evolution to fly and all. Yeah, Charmander into Charizard, right? The one with the little fire thing on its tail. Yeah, that's a starter. We don't have that. Plus, it's not considered a dragon type. Otherwise, I would have just named Boca after the Gyarados. Now, I think there is a Bellsprout in this brush somewhere. Oh, wait, hold up. I messed up. Leaf Green. I normally play Leaf Green. We can only get Bellsprout and Leaf Green. Son of a bitch. So much for a Weeping Bell. Or not a Weeping Bell, a Victory Bell. That's a shame. Well, there's Vileplume. But then, where do we even get Oddish? Well, that answers my question. I say we call that good enough, and we try to catch. Well, we got the Oddish. Now, who should we name? Let's see, female. I think I might know somebody who could fit that bill, actually. Let me just pull up the Twitters. I want to name this one Hino. Hino is a Japanese VTuber who wants to learn English. And she's been very nice so far. So, why don't we show Hino some love? Big stretchy. Don't really like the forward running sprite, actually. It's like it's not good in my opinion. I mean, if you were Spanish, that wouldn't be a typo there, Mind Chest. Actually, I want to take a peek. Careful nature, okay. Raises speed and sunshine. Meh. Okay. Whoops, I accidentally went to summer again. There we go, we have discount Bulbasaur. Nidoking covers our fighting as well. Oh. Why did they word it like that? That's so weird. Alright, I am really hungry, so I think this might actually be a good place to end it. So, how's about we go and raid Boca? Okay, let's go and take a peek over here. I need to go to Stream Manager. Alrighty. So we're gonna raid a channel. Let's raid Iron Mouse, guys! Why does it give me the option? Okay, so we have Logan and we have Boca. I did say we'd do Boca, though.
Even though I think Logan might need it more. But we keep to our word. The next one will be Logan, though. I already went on a rant on integrity. I'm not going to have that changed. Okay, so I want this. This is what we're going to shout. When we get in there, we're just going to spam the crap out of Pokemon. Okay? Gotcha. Okay, let's get ready to raid. Here we go. Raiding in 3, 2, 1.